Carmen scanned the ballroom from her vantage point at the back of the room, keeping a lookout for any signs of trouble. The charity auction was about to start, and the guests were trickling in. Dressed in tuxedos and evening gowns, diamonds and pearls, they were the city's elite, the richest and most influential. But Carmen's job tonight wasn't to protect these people, or even the millions of dollars of valuables to be auctioned off at the event. She was part of a different elite, part of a team of professional bodyguards tasked with protecting a single woman, Amber Pryce. The Pryces were one of the wealthiest, most powerful families in the country, and Amber was the sole Pryce heir. The night's auction was just one of the many charitable events she ran for her company, but despite her wealth, she wasn't another spoiled socialite. She was a powerhouse of a woman, one whose domineering nature had earned her a formidable reputation. But Carmen hadn't met her yet. Everything she knew of Amber Pryce came from rumors and gossip. She focused her attention on the room before her. She couldn't afford to let her guard down. Tonight's job was about more than just the auction. It was a trial run, an audition of sorts, for a more permanent contract as part of Amber's personal bodyguard team. Amber had fired her old security team, apparently out of dissatisfaction. That told Carmen all she needed to know about her client's expectations. As she stood by, one of her colleagues approached, Hudson. The dark-haired man was almost 30, a few years older than her. Not that he acted like it. He gave her a nod before taking his place beside her.
"Hey, Torres."
"Hudson," she replied. He adjusted the jacket of his tuxedo.
"Whose idea was it to put us in these stupid suits? It's like wearing a straitjacket."
"Stop fidgeting," she said. "You're going to draw attention." Amber wanted a full security detail, but she wanted everyone to blend in, so the entire team was dressed in suits, just like the servers and staff. It all seemed like overkill. Was it just the paranoia of another rich client, or something else? But it wasn't Carmen's job to question orders. It was her job to protect her client, and she took that job seriously. Hudson gave her a nudge and nodded toward an older woman dressed in a gaudy, diamond-encrusted gown.
"You'd look good in one of those dresses. Some high heels, too."
"Probably." When she wasn't on a job, Carmen wore dresses as easily as she wore suits.
"And even in a dress and heels, I could still kick your ass."
Hudson smirked.
"Is that humor? Looks like someone's finally starting to loosen up."
"I wasn't joking." She joined the team years ago, and everyone she worked with still gave her a hard time about her serious attitude. But it was nothing more than friendly ribbing, the kind that was a sign she'd been accepted as one of them. It had taken her some time to infiltrate the boys' club that the team was, but once she'd proved she could hold her own, she'd been quickly accepted. And hold her own she could. She was strong for her size, and what she lacked in strength she made up for in physical and mental agility. She could take down a man twice her size before he even knew what was happening. Demonstrating this on a skeptical Hudson in front of all their colleagues was exactly how she'd proved that she was as capable as the rest of them, if not more. After all, she was a Marine. She'd served 4 years, enlisting right out of high school. She'd planned to re-enlist after her initial term, but after the death of her grandmother, she'd left to take over as her sister's guardian. It had been a difficult decision to make, but her sister had needed her. Their parents had been killed when they were young, and she had no one else. So, the past few years of Carmen's life had been spent raising her teenage sister, sacrificing not only her career in the Marines, but her personal life. However, it was a small sacrifice to make, and soon after leaving the Marines, she'd been recruited to join the elite bodyguard team she was part of. Her job gave her a similar sense of purpose as the Marines had.